Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. So we got this whole rain thing going on out here. Let's see, so about 10 to 4, it's about 41 degrees. It is 12/1. Welcome to December 1st. Obviously all this rain hasn't done anything for charging the old battery there. So what is that, 4.7 C, 61% humidity. So welcome to, what's today, Tuesday? Yep, welcome to Tuesday. What am I up to today? I ended up running a bunch of errands, and the reason why, with the rain and all, I just figured I'd get some stuff done. Let's get to this snowblower for just a moment. So this is another Hound engine. I had 4 of them stacked up. I must have got a deal on them, or I forgot that I bought them and I kept buying them, one or the other, God knows. So one of them is on the Baja Warrior in the back of that thing. Yeah, high security here. So there's one of them, and here's number 2, and there are 2 more in the upper garage over by the loft door, right there. Anyway, this is brand new, hasn't had oil in it or anything, and the Sears engine had this kind of split pulley thing here. Like, this comes apart, right? That's one side of the pulley, that's the other. So what I did was, I got one of the shims. You guys remember I bought these for $3, right? But they're continuous. So I put a slice in it, and that allowed me to slide this on. Because these things, probably the easiest to just show you. See, the pulleys, or double washers, or whatever the heck you want to call them, already have their own keyway. That spacer's there so that they don't push in too far and rub on the case. So they go right on there. I think I might have to space it out just a little further to get my alignment proper with that lower pulley. Yeah, she looks like she wants to be somewhere around there. So that's the lower pulley, and not too bad. I went over to Tractor Supply. This is the outer pulley, and the problem is I have a 3/4 inch shaft, and this is, what was it, 7/8? Yeah, it was 7/8. And you guys could also see they put a keyway into it. That keyway is integrated, it's part of the assembly. So, though I can put this on here and put a cut in it, which would allow it to slide over the keyway, and then I could put a cut in it elsewhere, right, or alongside, and put the keyway in. I decided not to do that. I took WTBM, and a couple of you other guys recommended that I go get a pulley. So this is like $16 at Tractor Supply. Don't worry, it's from China. But the closest one they had, and the only one anywhere within a million miles of close, is about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch in diameter off. You guys can see that little ridge completely around it. Right, if I look down at it, you can kind of see the brown completely, right, my fingers, right. So it's just a hair smaller. And what I think I'm going to do is, I think if I jack the engine up one or two small washers, and it just so happened while I was there, I was at Tractor Supply, bought a bunch of washers. So I don't know if you guys buy this junk at Tractor Supply. This is what I call soft hardware, and by soft I mean the bolts. You know, they're nothing great, but they also sell them for $2.19 a pound. So I mean, that pile of hardware was $3.46. There you go. So how could you go wrong for $3.46 for a handful of washers? I also bought all this key stock, though it doesn't appear as if I'm going to use it for this particular project. And I was thinking, just in case I have to cut a key or whatever, I had a choice. This was $7 for the key stock, but it looks like I'm going to be able to probably use what I have. For me, the problem I run into is time. It's about a 45-minute ride for me to Tractor Supply, and given my attention deficit, once I get to Tractor Supply, like, you know, if they got chickens in there, I'm looking at chickens, right? Like, I'm gonna buy chickens, right? I think that alignment is pretty decent. It does overhang a little bit, but I could get the keyway bolts on here. The way they did it with the mini bike, they kind of had a stepped washer assembly that kind of supported the end and so forth. So I think I got this figured out. Now it's just a matter of, I put the bolts in upside down just to kind of get the motor so that I know it's in the right holds. The motor height seems to be good. I did put this belt on. Let me show you. So if I put some weight on it via knee and I squeeze this, it gets fairly tight. I might once again have to jack it up a couple of washers. This outer belt is what drives the auger. This little inner sissy belt is what drives the wheels. I guess you don't need all that much torque to make the wheels go, because it's only going at walking speed, right? So, well, you need a little torque, but I guess you don't need all that much to make it go. So they're really not giving you much. Anyway, I'm hoping to have this thing put together. They're actually beginning to talk about snow flurries, you know, in the higher altitudes. We're going to probably see some snow. I mean, they're beginning to talk like that. So it's time for me to get rolling on getting some of this equipment up to par. This snowblower, I've been through the bottom of it. It looks like it's in really nice shape. The drive situation looks like it's good. The auger seems to be good. This whole drive here all seems rock solid. So even though this is only a 6.5, 7 horsepower engine, it's not quite the 9 that was on here. I'm thinking that will have more than enough power. I think this is 26 inches across. The one I have, no, this is 28. I don't know, what is it? We can measure it, folks. 27.5, so I guess they call that a 28. It means the one downstairs is probably 23.5. So that'll get that going. This snowblower hopefully is going to work out and is going to move down to the lower driveway. This is going to be my primary snowblower. Down in the lower garage, there were two. Some of you guys, if you've been watching me for a while, last year I picked up a, what are they called? The Cub. They're basically Yardman MTD, but it says Cub on it. It's yellow and black. It's the 524, as they call it. Anyway, that guy, or there's an Aaron's down there. One of those should move out to my son's place in Pennsylvania. And then also, I want to get this Snapper 422 running. As you look inside of it, you can see there are very few miles on it. I had this thing started, and then I put it in between the buildings, and it kind of rotted there. So anyway, it's a Ford 22, which means it's probably 23 and change. No, it's just under 22, so 21 and change. So there's that one. I don't know if you guys find it interesting, boring, mind-numbing, what, but snowblowers, exciting, not really. The two in the lower garage, I turned off the gas and ran the, I didn't empty the tanks, but I did run the carbs empty. So hopefully, and they did have stabilizer in them, so hopefully it's just a matter of, and to be honest, I might have completely run them out of gas, which is even better yet. And then hopefully they'll fire right up. So they're both electric start as well as pull. This thing is just going to be a pull start, which is one of the other reasons why I wanted to put a brandy new engine on it. So that's about it. I got to go to work tomorrow night, but I don't have any errands to run. I took care of the errands today, so hopefully I'll squeeze out a video or two for tomorrow. That way I can keep my video a day string running. Somehow or another I managed to lose my sweatshirt. I found the jacket, but yeah, I'm not quite sure what I did with it. I don't know, poor Harvey's becoming senile or something. I probably took it off down in the basement because I was hot and leaned it up on something, which means it'll be 100 years before I find it again. I had a couple of request videos, and I think I'm going to do that. Somebody asked about my tractor, the 3-point hitch, and how the hydraulics go. I guess the person bought a used one, and they were trying to figure out what the 3-point should look like. So I think I'll do that video just quick. So there's probably going to be 2 videos today. What else is cooking? I guess that's all of it. If you guys see my sweatshirt anywhere, about the same color as this one. Alright folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and folks, please get out there and enjoy all your days. Let me just check in here before no, it doesn't look good. Okay folks, take care now. Bye.